Good afternoon, everybody. It is May 21st. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. We're starting a little early today because if you look in the clouds above, you'll notice we got lots of clouds. We are supposed to get inches of rain over the next week, which has kept the farmers busy all this week, getting ready to plant, getting it in the ground so it can be watered. It's just in time, so it's greatest. It's like perfect rain. I don't know that it's going to be enough, but it's going to be perfect in that it's going to be about 2 inches over about 6 days, roughly a half an inch a day, or just under that. If you look in the back here, come here, sweetie. We have a special guest today. This is Greta. She is now a 7-year-old Boykin Spaniel. Her birthday is tomorrow from filming this, but it will be after her birthday by the time this gets loaded. So she likes to go for rides, so we're going to go for a ride. And maybe she will be a regular appearance here. I know she's hard to see. She's a dark brown dog, all brown, and floppy ears. Look up Boykin Spaniel. You'll see what they look like. They are great little dogs, and she is one of the best. Now you're not going to talk. You were talking all the way here, and now you're stopped talking. Okay, fine. I'll do all the talking. Well, it's been 2 weeks since we've come over here to the Ashton Grove side of the highway or the county or however you want to describe it. We're still on the main road here. We're going to go back to our old ways. And so that works out. Nothing being done over here. Still got some wheat in the ground here. So I have a feeling that this isn't going to get planted this year. And there's been a lot of farmers that are scared off because of the price of fuel. We all know that is, I think, road diesel is in Lunenburg County right now is about between $5.25 and $5.50 a gallon. I have no idea what off-road diesel is going for right now, but I'm sure it's up there from where it normally is. You use quite a few gallons planting the field. Back and forth, back and forth. So we're going to continue down here to Brickland Road. All these farmers that took a pass are going to sit there and go after this week are going to go, oh man, I should have planted, but I'll just have to stay alive for 1 year here. And here's the egg facility here, off to the right. See the truck leave almost every other day, hopefully full of eggs. Be terrible for them if they weren't full of eggs, but I gotta imagine that it is. This little farm's starting to get some stuff grown, but unfortunately it looks mostly like it's weeds. Brickland Road coming up real quick here. We are turning on to Brickland Road. Let me reset the cameras here. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're here on Brickland Road. It's all wheat. Considering the amount of weeds it looks like are in there, that's probably just cover crop. One of the oldest houses in the county is down this little road here. We'll slow down so you can look down. And that's the Brickland house, or the Brickland plantation, or whatever the original title was, is. I know people recently bought it, well, shortly before we moved here, and did a full restore on it. The Historical Society had a tour of it. It's beautiful inside. They did a good job. Really? You want to tell us about it? Oh, you need me to roll down the window for you? Okay. There we go. Greta needs to inspect. So Greta is currently an only dog. She had a sister. We had a boykin, a Springer Spaniel. We lost her last summer. She was 17 years old. And I think it was her activity and her demeanor that made Greta the good dog she is today. Not a whole lot on the farm side here. And that's a road. We got lightning 27 miles from our location. Just got an alert for that. So I'm hoping that all these farmers here get all the rain they want and need, and help their crops grow. We're driving a little bit slower than because the window's open, and if I drive too fast, it makes a whomp, 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 whomp sound. Very annoying. You can almost hear it coming through. So here we are on turning on Afton Grove. Like I think it's kind of interesting that none of these roads have been planted. None of these fields, I gotta learn to talk if I'm gonna talk on these things. None of these fields have been planted. So on the left here is a wildlife refuge. It's an agricultural wildlife refuge. It's not huntable. I think they just grow some grass out there. There was a house. There is a house there. There's a barn. There's outbuildings and such. Not occupied anymore. Let's see, who was this? Who is doing this? This is the Wildlife Habitat Management Area from the National Resources Conservation Service. Boy, I don't even know that that's a real agency. I don't think it's a federal or state agency. I know there's at least one person that does it. NASCAR driver Ward Burton has bought a lot of land in this area and converted it to a refuge. And it's not hunted enough. A lot of people will tell you. There's like a couple hunts a year, and those are all reserved for disabled veterans. They have the cool off-road wheelchairs and such to take them out and into the brush and into the forest where they need to go. I'll roll the window back up, get rid of the wind noise. Greta won't be happy, but she'll get over it. And So those are more in the northeast corner of the county. Oh, look at all the soy. Look at all those beans back there. There's a lot of beans popping up there. Good 4 to 5 inches tall now. I completely missed that because I was babbling along. And here's more beans. And when you say beans, it means soybeans. Just in case you didn't know. These guys are planting. So, let's slow way down here. Here's the big bean field. All that green is all soybeans. You don't have to do anything to them. You don't have to plow. It's essentially no-till. You just drag a little, basically you just drag a little, for best way to say it is like a stick with the planter or the drill, and it just drops the seeds in that little trough that are made. It's very shallow, so you don't get the dirt and the runoff and all this other kind of stuff. It's one of those things that they do now. Unlike corn and tobacco where you have to plow. They do no-till corn, but it doesn't do that well. But beans love it. So these will start growing and get bigger and bigger, and then they'll do what they call canopy, and you'll be able to see the rows for quite a while now. And then they'll canopy, and it'll just be one big sea of green. So here's Full Circle Farms. I think I mentioned them last time I was here. I'll put a link in the description. Very nice people. They sell produce, but they also sell meals. I don't, in any of my videos, I don't put a lot of commercial stuff in it, but I know these people, they're good people, they're trying real hard. All their stuff is healthy stuff. If they could guarantee that I'd lose weight by eating it, I'd probably go with that stuff, but my wife does a great job in the kitchen and elsewhere. But so there's more hay. I haven't talked to any farmers lately to get what the total groove is. I got something complaining that the battery's low on something, and it's like, come on, guys. My phone's battery's low. I'll deal with that later. It's got 20%. It'll be fine. Okay, so here's another field freshly planted. Well, probably in the last 2 weeks, because I don't think it was planted last time we came by. And you can see all those rows of tobacco. They're all planted. They're going to be real happy tonight and tomorrow and the next week or so, because it's still going to be warm, which is good for the slips, and it's going to be nice and wet for them, but not too wet. Let's see, here's the Afton Grove Farm. Hence the name of the road here. Greta's still got nothing to say. I think she's mad. Are you mad? Come here. Come here, sweetie. Love you. But she's a really, we call her Triple G sometimes. And she's a really good girl. And she knows what that means, because she's a Triple G. Are you a Triple G? Yeah, you're a Triple G. So, here's some more fields. I don't think this one hasn't been planted. It looks like it might have been brushed or something, or plowed, or something to that effect. This has been cut and baled. Not a whole lot of hay out of it. But the right side here, that's all been cut, and that's been baled and been plowed or something. Couldn't tell you what. And here we are to the cabbage again. And you see off in the field there, those are sprinklers. They're sprinkling away. I hope he's doing it as insurance and make sure we get lots of rain this evening and the next week. But like I said, people I know are like scratching their head. This is not the right time of year to grow cabbage, but apparently they're doing it. So who are we to argue? So we're about done with this section, a little forest break, then we're going to make the left onto Pleasant Hill. And I got a lot of run time on the video here, so I'm going to have to make a pause and cycle the camera, so it'll be a second here. I hate this turn, I hate this turn, I hate this turn. We're here on Afton Grove. I don't, something, oh yeah, that's tobacco too. It is very pale. So hopefully this rain will help it. It's hard to see up against the brown. I don't even think you'll be able to see it on the video. But trust me, there's tobacco in there. So tobacco is not planted directly in the ground. The seeds come, they're probably a little bit, well, the seeds are tiny. They're like the head of the pointy end of a pin. I mean, really minuscule. But so the way these seeds come is they are pelletized, meaning that they have an outer shell on them that's fertilizer and whatever else they need to get started. So those are started in a greenhouse, usually about I think it's usually around February, which kind of sucks because that's the coldest time of the year. So you're spending a lot of money to keep those greenhouses warm, so you can plant in the spring. So they grow and they grow and they grow. So that, like I said, they don't direct seed tobacco. So they put these. They're in little square. If I can find one, I'll show you. They're just little tiny squares. It's a whole big thing of styrofoam with squares, and you can buy them at some more agriculturally related stores like Southern States, or I don't know that get off the washboard. I don't know that Tractor Supply would have them. Ag Services, there's a bunch of stores around here that would carry them, and they're just big trays the size of the planting tray you get at Home Depot, and I think there's like a couple hundred indentions per rack, or per pallet. I'm going to call it a pallet. And each one of those gets a seed in it, has some dirt in it. It's cultivated in a greenhouse, and they cut it. They use like a little old school rotary lawnmower. And once it gets to a certain height, they cut it, and just before they send it out to the field, they cut it. It's something that spurs on the plant to grow more and better and stronger. So the root system is nice and strong, and the top will grow back. And then they have a little, Got a couple guys on the back of a tractor, two or four rows, or maybe more, depending on the size of the operation. And the thing they're sitting on, the implement they're sitting on, pokes a hole in the ground. I believe it shoves a little bit of water in there, and they put the plant in there. And just every about 10 inches or so. I can't remember. It's spaced farther than corn. I mean, corn is like 6-8 inches apart. Tobacco's a good 10 inches to a foot. So we're back to pavement here. And there again, once I get on pavement, I'm going to cycle the camera again. I hate big giant files. Greta has decided that she needs the window open so she can do her dog stuff, because this is where the cows are. She's not mean to the cows or barks at them or anything. She's just interested in them. So imagine if a cow came up to her, she would freak out. She tries to act brave, but she's a scaredy cat. Yeah, if you look at all these clouds, the storm just keeps building and building. Like I said, out of this whole thing, I hope the farmers get as much water as they need, and then maybe a little bit more to carry them out a little bit longer, because like I said, this is supposed to go for a week. Yeah, I know I babble on about weather a lot, but it's important. Oh, you want this one open too? Okay, she wants that one open too. What are you doing? Oh, you're over there, so I'm going to roll this one back up. And yes, she is very spoiled. So hopefully my granddaughter ends up doing some work here this summer. I have done an initial talk with the people that own the farm and operate it, because she got certified. My granddaughter got certified in something by the state on how to handle cows. I don't think it's dairy cows. I think it's subsidized by the beef board and stuff like that. So I got to think it's beef cattle, which is what's here. Oh, there they are. They're way over there, Greta. Sorry, they're not by the fence. They're over in the pond over there, cooling off. So now that Greta's up and out there, I'll get a better picture of her from the outside cam. 360. So I am trying to. We didn't take her on many rides when we had the other dog, because she was old and she really did not enjoy going for rides. She was when she was younger, but try to take her out. She'd be okay for about 2 minutes, and then she'd be whining that she wanted to go home. So we're trying to get Greta to acclimate to the car so we can take her on some of our longer trips. You know, so we're not putting the burden on our son to take care of the dog while we're gone, in case he wants to do things. And she's good at home. She can be at home alone for about 6-ish hours before you run into an issue. And like I said, she's a good girl. And I'm hoping you see her more. Well, there's no cows close up, so we're going to round this up. And go, and see you next week. Have a good day. Bye-bye.